it doesn't look like you're going to get a lot of people close to the stage. It's going to be more of a Puerto Rican coffee house, I think. I see. That's right.
Testing. Now this isn't working. I'm not
I don't want to get her really loud, or the neighbors will get her. Okay. You want me to turn off louder?
All right.
There.
Testing. Okay. Chuck O'Connor's going to do his little show here, so I'd appreciate your attention. Okay. I don't care about later when Jeff and I play, but
I'm here.
I'd appreciate it if you guys would actually pay attention, because Chuck has gone to a lot of trouble to prepare for this show. And so, yeah, that's what I want to hear.
And that's thank you, everyone. Tonight, if you look at the schedule, it says Chuck O'Connor's surprise. I wish Rhonda had put in it an evening with Chuck, but I can't tell you how many women have turned that down. So, ladies and gentlemen, I had asked Rhonda, as an homage to one of my favorite comedians who recently passed away in the last few weeks, Mr. Bob Newhart, who I actually had the pleasure to see perform before he died. And after his show, I actually got a chance to talk with him for a few minutes at the Cerritos Performing Arts Center. We got to talking, and he said, are you pure Irish with a name like O'Connor? And I said, no, actually, Bob, I'm 3/4 Irish and 1/4 German. And he went, so am I. I'm 3/4 Irish and 1/4 German. And he says, you know what that makes you, Chuck? And I said, what? And he said, a meticulous drunk. So it was a pleasure meeting him. My father introduced me to his comedy albums going back to the 60s. And so tonight, I'm going to try to make you laugh by doing a couple of few of what he considered to be some of his favorite routines. The first one kind of involves Bob's penchant, if you will, for combining two absurdities. We've all gotten jobs in our past where we had to go through some sort of an orientation training for a day or even a week. And during that training, you get a user manual as to how to do the job you were hired to do. So you take that concept, and then you combine it with the fact that Bob's favorite horror movie was King Kong. And so he decided to kind of put two things together. A new security guard, a new night watchman, who just got assigned for his first night doing this kind of work, to be guarding the Empire State Building. And it happens to be the same night that King Kong climbed the Empire State Building. So here we go. Hello, Mr. Nelson. Yes, this is Joe Baxter. Yes, sir. The new night watchman. Yes, sir. Listen, I'm sorry to be calling you at home tonight, but well, something's come up. Yes, sir. I looked in the user's manual, but I couldn't find anything that quite covers this. Did I go to the index? Yes, sir. I looked in the index, and I looked up unauthorized personnel. I looked up visitors without passes, and I looked up apes and apes' toes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I said apes and apes' toes. Well, you see, sir, there's this gigantic ape's toe sticking out of the window right over my head. Well, no, sir. It's not that kind of an ape. Well, he's maybe 19 to 20 stories high. That is, if we have a 13th floor. Well, you know, I tried getting him off the building, sir. Like I said to him, shoo ape, or I'm sorry, sir, but you're going to have to leave the building. Well, I know you like men to think on their feet, sir. So I went to the stock room and I got a big broom thinking that I might be able to whack him in the toe and make him leave the building. What, sir? Did I fill out a water requisition for the broom? No, sir, I didn't. Yes, sir, I'll fill one out when I leave tonight. But, you know, sir, when I thought about hitting him on the toe with the broom, you see, there's all these airplanes circling around him, and they're shooting at him. Well, you know, they really don't seem to be bothering him that much. So I didn't think I was going to do a hell of a lot by banging him on the toe with a broom. Did I think of going and hitting him in the face? Well, yes, sir, I did think of that, but my jurisdiction in the building only covers floors 52 through 79, which means I'd only be able to go up to his penis. Well, sir, there's you don't care what I do. Just get him off the building. Yes, sir, I understand what you're saying. You see, sir, there's another complication. Well, when he went past my floor, he was carrying a woman in one of his hands. She kind of had like a negligee on, so I don't think she's one of the cleaning ladies. Well, you know, sir, I appreciate your concern. I know there's a reputation of the building. I wouldn't want to have an ape on the building shaking it. And I know you got a rule against shaking the building, sir. But we wouldn't want to have people coming to work in the morning having to walk around a big ape in the street. Look, Mr. Nelson, I did have one more idea. But I'm going to have to leave my post. Well, sir, I thought I could spread the Chrysler building with bananas. Hello? Hello, Mr. Nelson. Hello? Thank you. Now, my next bit is something that I get a charge out of it, and there's somebody here told me he's looking forward to it. It's where Bob Newhart liked to kind of poke fun at advertising in our country, particularly when people try to promote a new product. And he would say, for instance, when cigarettes were first invented, they really didn't take on right away, and it took quite a few decades before people actually considered smoking in vogue, making people look sexy or hip or with it. And so he kind of was wondering what it was like when tobacco was first introduced to our country. And the person that introduced tobacco was Sir Walter Raleigh. Sir Walter Raleigh lived in the colonies back in the 17th century, and he worked for the British West Indies Company in London. So Bob put together this routine where he has a conversation with Sir Walter Raleigh, and it went something like this. Yeah, Marge. Who's calling? Sir Walter Raleigh from the colonies? Could you put him on hold just for a minute, Marge? Thanks. Hey, Harry? Pick up on line 3. Yeah, it's Numbnuts Walt again. Are you on? Okay. Marge? All right, put him through. Walt, baby, how you doing? Hey, it's good to hear your voice, too. How are things going on in the colonies? Fantastic. How are things over here? Things are pretty well over here. Yeah. Did we get the what? The boatload of turkeys. Yeah, we got the turkeys all right, Walt. As a matter of fact, they're still here. Yeah, they're walking all over London, as a matter of fact. You see, Walt, that's an American holiday, Walt. All right, Walt, I got a few minutes for you. What have you got for us this time? Are you saying tobacco? What's tobacco, Walt? It's a kind of leaf. And you bought 80 tons of it. Let me get this straight, Walt. You bought 80 tons of leaves? You know, this might come as a shock to you, Walt, but come fall in England here, we're kind of up to our asses in leaves. Oh, it's not that kind of leaf. Well, what is it? Some special food of some kind? No. Well, what is it? Are you saying snuff, Walt? What's snuff? You take a pinch of tobacco and you shove it up your nose. Then what happens, Walt? It makes you sneeze. Yeah, I imagine it would, Walt. So what else can you do with this tobacco? You can chew it, or put it in a pipe, or you can shred it up and roll it in a piece of paper, and then roll the paper up. Ah! Don't tell me, Walt. Don't tell me. You stick it in your ear, right? No, you put it between your lips. Okay, Walt. And then what? You set fire to it, Walt. And then what happens, Walt? You inhale the smoke. You know, Walt, you could probably stand in front of your fireplace over here in England and kind of get the same effect. You know, Walt, we've been a little worried about you. You know, ever since you put that cape down over the mud. What's the matter, Walt? You spilled your coffee? What's coffee, Walt? It's a drink that you make out of beans. What? And people usually have their first cup of coffee after a cigarette in the morning? Is that what you call the burning leaves, Walt? Cigarettes? Well, listen, Walt. Listen. Why don't you send us a boatload of those beans, too? Because if you can get people to put burning leaves in their mouths over here, they gotta go for those beans. Oh, one more thing, Walt. Don't call us, we'll call you. Right, goodbye. Thank you. This next routine is rated PG-13. Everybody has been watching all the superhero movies that the DC and MC universes have been putting out, right? For now almost a decade and a half. And I love Justice League. I love all the Avengers movies. In fact, they're going to have a new Superman movie come out this time next year with the producer and director who has been working Guardians of the Galaxy now for quite some time. And inventively, the name of the movie is Superman. But or rather Bob Newhart, I can't take credit for this, Bob Newhart kind of thought about what would it be like for somebody like a superhero to misplace or lose their costume. And so he decided to put together a routine regarding Superman didn't get his super suit back from the dry cleaners. And the routine went something like this. First, before I start, I want everyone to picture me as Clark Kent, and I'm working at my news station at the Daily Planet newspaper, okay? So just try to picture that, and here we go. Ring, ring. Hello? Yes, this is Clark Kent. The mild-mannered reporter, yes. You've kidnapped Lois Lane, and unless we come up with $20 million, we're never going to see her again. She suggested we contact a Mr. Soups. Yes, I know who she means. It's just, I got a little problem. Can I put you on hold for a few minutes? Okay, thanks. Hello, B&W Cleaners? Yeah, hi. This is Clark Kent. Yes, the mild-mannered reporter. I've been calling your store for almost a week now, and there's still one item of clothing I sent you guys that you haven't returned to me. Well, I've complained to you. I've complained to your assistant. Well, what if I describe the clothing to you? Maybe that'll help you find it. Well, first, the leotards are kind of a royal blue. And the cape is kind of a fire engine red. No, they're not my wife's. I told you they're mine. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? How would you like somebody to go leap over a tall building in a single bound and land on your goddamn store? Have you talked to the night crew that's cleaning? Did you talk to a night watchman? They might have seen it. You don't remember them laughing. All right. Maybe this will help you. On the jersey, there's a big red S. S for Clark Kent. That's right. How would you like somebody to come over there and knock that silly, stupid cigar out of your mouth? Never mind how I can see it. I can see it. All right, you can't find the suit. Is that what you're telling me? All right. I got somebody on hold, okay? Hello, kidnappers? Yes, it's Clark Kent again. Can I speak to Lois? Hello, Lois? Clark. Listen, honey, I don't think we're going to be able to get you out of this one. Hello, Lois. Yeah, good luck and goodbye. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your kind attention. May Bob Newhart rest in peace. And Rhonda, Jeff, thank you for the opportunity.